you travel quite a bit. And when you go to another culture, do you think that common sense plays into it, or is it a cultural thing where we have our own, what am I trying to say here? What is it called? You know, when you have your own culture and we have our own habits, and it might not be something that you would do in another culture. And it seems like common sense would tell you whether or not. Do you see the? Do you understand what I'm trying to ask
you? Does common sense kick in, perhaps when I'm traveling, and I need to figure out what's going on in a certain culture, a certain way to act? Or is it all just culture? I do believe that common sense does come in. It does come in handy, very much so. I'm going to give you an example of this. One way that you can use common sense is just observe. Observe what's going on in a certain situation and learn from it, and then you just copy the people to try to figure out what's going so you don't make a fool of yourself, and you can fit in that way. Let me give you a story about when I was in Vietnam. I sat down at breakfast time, and there was your typical breakfast items that would be on a table. There's a little creamer and some jams and some salt and pepper, maybe a little sugar, that type of thing. And the waitress came up and she gave me some coffee. And I was really happy to get started on my coffee, get a jump start on my day, get some caffeine in the system. And there was a little sugar, so I opened up a little packet of sugar and added that. And I wanted to put a little cream into my coffee, so I took a little pitcher of cream and I poured it into the coffee, but it was not cream. What it was soy sauce. A little common sense, I could have looked in there to see what it was. Maybe not everybody in Vietnam puts cream in their coffee. Maybe that's something more Westerners do, I'm not sure, but I put soy sauce in my coffee. So I had to call the waitress back and explain what I had done, that I thought that I was trying to tell her why I thought there was coffee or cream in this little pitcher, and she just looked at me like I was totally insane. And she explained, well, of course not. We put soy sauce in there. And of course I knew this by that time because I recorded it into my coffee, but so she went and got me just a regular cream that's in that little tiny packet that you can get in the States. But had I used more common sense, I looked at my table and looked around, maybe looked into that little thing that I thought was a creamer was actually a soy sauce dispenser, looked at the other people to see if they were pouring soy sauce into their coffee, I could have avoided that. So I do believe that common sense comes in very handy, and you should use it when you're traveling.